Yes, now, bless now, don't forget the rest now. Oh, there's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. People, we got a good one ahead of us today, or at least I believe so. I should hope so. At the gates, we're starting the discography. 7 studio albums, apparently. And as far as we're starting the discography, if nobody cares, then we're not. But if you're interested in me checking out At the Gates and you're a fan of At the Gates, let me know and we'll continue onwards. So I like the idea of At the Gates I have in my head. I don't know too much about the band. I had a couple of tunes of Slaughter of the Soul back in the day, and they struck me as a little bit of a Wintersun a relationship with Wintersun. Not that they are existing within the same... Well, I guess they do exist within the same field. It's melodic death metal, isn't it? But whereas Wintersun is grim and frostbitten, At the Gates is hellish and, from what I've heard, a little more Black Dahlia murder. Maybe not in the vocal line, but in the riffing and that style of things. I might be completely incorrect. I'm not saying these are like the Black Dahlia Murder because I know they're not, but hopefully you can feel my drift as to where I'm coming from a little bit. I'm looking forward to this record. We're starting from the top. The first LP, The Red in the Sky, is ours. We do have the deluxe edition. I'm not going to be listening to no bonus material. We're going to be strictly listening to the record. All right, the studio produced record. Maybe a remaster. We'll find out along the way. And without further ado, shout out to all the metalheads out there. This one is a self-titled track / the season to come. All right, peace, one love. This is very death metal. This is very death metal from the vocals down to the riffing. Couple of harmonies here and there, which is a little taste of what's to come. But as of so far, not necessarily the melodic metalcore-ish band I was hearing of later on down the line with Slaughter of the Soul. I like the production value. I need to get into this production. I feel it. It's organic. It's great. It's very grey and dry. No over saturated distortion on the guitars. The logo's hard though, innit? I like that logo. Come on. Thought we were going to drop into something then. So this is going to be the season to come, I assume. And is this where the violin comes in? We've got one comment stating I like the violin at the end. I'm not going to listen to rain sounds though. So we're adding a little folkier element in from the get-go, first track. Regardless of what you think to the violin, we're here for the metal, we're here for At the Gates today, people. So Kingdom Gone is coming up next. Nice little introduction, that one. I want to see where we can go from here. I feel like I haven't got a good taste of what this band is capable of on this record yet. So Kingdom Gone coming up. Yes, there's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to The Red in the Sky Is Ours. This one's entitled Kingdom Gone. It's track number 2. We're listening to the whole album. We've had an interesting start. I don't feel like the band has showcased what they're capable of yet. So I'm looking forward to moving on. Let's see what they've got. The vocalist, am I wrong in saying this? The vocalist, them shrieks sound a little bit like what we hear in Cryptopsy. Am I right in saying that? They're very bleak. They're almost like black metal shrieks as well, I think. Real heavy emphasis on the tremolo picked riffing. Very heavy emphasis on that, and I like that. I do like that. I just want to hear everything to do with this, because this is the sound what we had on Slayer's Rain in Blood prior to the title track Rain in Blood. Is it the end of Necrophobic? And that's like probably my favourite part of the record. I love this sound, the skank beat and just the thrash metal / borderline punk rock tremolo pick bit. Straight push party. Heavy. The producer's given a lot of respect to the kick drum in the mix. Come on. Come on! I love the vocal. I love the vocal. The vocal's grim as hell. The vocal's grim, but the instrumental is pretty darn death metal. That tremolo pick is consistent from start to finish. But them vocals are grim, just teetering on that black metal. I love it. I love it. Through Gardens of Grief coming up next. Let's keep it moving. Yes, now, bless now. Shout out to all the death metal heads out there. We're listening to At the Gates. The Red in the Sky is ours. Quite a romantic title, if I don't say so myself. This is track number 3. Let's go. Through Gardens of Grief. Great tempo to it. A little bit more progressive, this song. Timing, they're being a bit more experimental, don't you think? Come on! I like this. I know I bypassed the violin part at the start, but it adds a brilliant element to this band with these sections. Wow. Because it's not like Nightwish, where we're basing the band upon these sections and incorporating it fully into the makeup of the band. No disrespect to Nightwish, because they're brilliant, obviously, but At the Gates isn't... I mean, we've had 3 songs, and so far we've had violins on 2 of them. But it's not detracting from the fact that this is pure death metal, you know? Come on. What does that sound like? Dun 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 dun. A little bit of Hammer Smash Face. Very good. I like the bridge. The folky bridge with the violin. Can't help but sound a little bit folky when they do that, but as opposed to just having it sing by itself, we incorporated the distorted guitars in there as well. Very tasty. It was good. Timing was a little bit different on this one. I mean, it worked, but we had a different approach to the writing of that. We've got a long song coming up next at 6 minutes 54 entitled Within. I wonder what this one's going to be like. I'll see you then. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. This one goes out to you metalheads who are listening to The Red in the Sky Is Ours, the debut LP by At the Gates. Now that's said and done, we are listening to the whole record. This one's entitled Within at 6 minutes 54. I'm curious as to what's coming up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, bada bing! Doom! A little bit of low end, a little bit of grit to that vocal there. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm interested to see where we go from this bit. 1 and 2, 1. I was thinking there was a potential of a groove there, you know. Even at this slower tempo, longer form, we're still emphasizing and focusing on the single line picked, tremolo picking riffs. Interesting drum beat. Bit of food for thought. This always gets coined under melodic death metal. At this particular stage in the journey of At the Gates, don't know as to whether they would be classified that as of now. And if they were, it's because the guitars harmonised. Plenty of harmonisation with the guitars. That'd be about it as far as melodic death metal goes. Little solo. It's that violin again, violin. I think At the Gates is a really cool name as well. I think it's absolutely brilliant title. I don't know what the reference to it being is, because I just thought about it. It could be at the gates of something, but it always gave me the gates of hell. You know what I mean? It fulfilled the aesthetic. But then there's the gates of heaven, so it could quite potentially be a reference to that, although, you know, the aesthetic of the band and the sound of the band, very hellish, demonic. I assume this record in particular isn't the most popular purely as we're, you know, sub 10k views. Ooh, sub 10k views, and this is on the official At The Gates playlist. So, and it was uploaded 6 years ago, 5.4k views on this one, entitled Windows, alright? So, let's keep it moving. Track number 5 coming up next. Yes, no, bless, no, don't forget the rest, no. We're listening to At The Gates. The Red in the Sky Is Ours. This one's entitled Windows. It's track number 5. 10 tunes on this record, or at least the original recording. So let's go through it. Halfway point. Come on now. A little bit shorter than the last song we heard. Little volume swell on the guitar there. No comments. Metal. Like that riff going with the tremolo pick on the other guitar, just sort of bleeding on there. That's unique. Here's some funeral, miserable sound there. Come on. Lombardo there. Obviously it's not Lombardo, but you know what I mean, Slayer. Fucking Slayer. So my take home for that one was that riff. probably not that riff, but there was the riff that was riffing, and you had the rhythm guitar or the guitar aside going, just plugging away at that maybe 1 or 2 notes. Tremolo picked completely irrelevant, yet in complete harmonization with that main riff. I've never heard that done before. I've never heard it done so well. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, the Slayer section, the skank beat on the tremolo pick is everything I want in death metal, to be fair with you. Really good. In the related videos, we've got reviewing every At the Gates album by the Metal Meltdown. Shout out to that dude, man. Claws of the Laughter Dead coming up. Perhaps this is a misspelling of the title. Is that really what it's called? Claws of the Laughter Dead? Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Track 6 of 10. The Red in the Sky is Ours is what we're listening to. You tell me if this is a mispronunciation, or misspelling, should I say. Claws of the Laughter Dead. It doesn't make sense to me, but here we are. Let's go. We're listening to the whole record. Bizarre. Heavy metal. That vocal was grim. We've not heard anything like that on the record before. She's not alive anymore. That's hard. Come on. I like that little ornament the front there. That little bit just at the end there, that's tasty, that. Most experimental track we've had on so far on this record. The drumming in particular, very experimental. The way the sections are laid out are odd. Ugh. I'm a fan of how the guitars are panned. I like how we can differentiate the two guitars with great clarity. I think that's really brilliant. That's really brilliant. Most experimental track this, starting from the intro, like the absence of the guitars, just the drummer and the vocal. And then we have sort of a repeat of that, but with the bass line later on. That was good. Lyrically, you know what I mean? This section right here, very cool. I got the wrong section, but the vocals are cool as hell. I like that urgency and that desperation you hear seep out of the vocal. The grimness is brilliant. This is a really cool vocal style in my opinion. We got Neverwhere coming up next, alright? Hold on. Yes, now, let's keep moving. We're listening to At the Gates. You're listening to Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. This is track 7 of 10. It's titled Neverwhere. Let's go. Bada bing. Where the metalheads at, eh? What? What? That's a brilliant riff. That is a brilliant riff. That's so unique, that. And it was low-key heavy. Not many blasts on the record to say they're so good, you know? Really good blast sections. These lot are starting to get very experimental at this point. The last track in this one being very creative riff-wise. Neverwhere. Come on. There's an absolute fantastic atmosphere to the record. There's a serious hopelessness to the vocal performance. I wonder what these dudes look like. I hope they fit the image of what I assume the band looks like, you know? I can tell you just with a sound like this, these dudes aren't posers, are they? This is raw metal, man. So good. Here we are. Boom, baby, now, man. Heavy. Heavy tune, inventive moments, great guitars, incredible vocal line, very miserable, loved it, loved it. The Scar coming up next, that 2 minutes 1 seconds long. Whether this is going to be a filler track or an actual number, we're going to have to find out. Alright, I'll see you there. Yes, there's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. This one's entitled The Scar. I'm pleased. It's a nice breather because it's at 2 minutes 1 seconds long. Relatively long songs on this record for the most part. The Scar, whether it's an instrumental bridging section or whether it's a tune, we're going to have to find out. Let's go. If it is an instrumental, we'll follow it up with Night Comes, Blood Black, alright? We're building up here. Come on. Night Comes, Blood Black. Here we go. Ignorant riff, come on. Heavy. I mean, these dudes know how to be very heavy when they want. Interesting how the Scar actually has more views than Night Comes Blood Black. Heavy. What tuning these dudes in it? E standard? Down half a step? What they tune to? That was hard. Come on. Where are we going? Liked how we had the rhythm guitar joining in there, harmonising with the lick, and then we went on to the tremolo. Quite a technical riff in comparison to what we've been hearing. Couple of Ergs in here. I thought we were only going to get the one for the record, but he's thrown two in. Cool tune. I mean, at this point, you have to really catch me out with something very interesting and off of what we've heard in order for me to really comment on it. Because we've set the standard now. We know what we're getting with the records. We've got one last tune, one last opportunity for them to surprise me. Let me start by saying the name caught me from the get-go. I love the title of this next tune. It paints a fantastic, vivid, morbid image. City of screaming statues coming up next. We're going to finish this record, track number 10. Let's finish this off. Come on now. Here we go. Let's finish this record off, shall we? Definitely the coolest titled song on the record to finish off. City of Screaming Statues. What picture does it paint in your mind? Are the statues animated and literally screaming, or are they stuck stone statues in a stuck screaming position? Let's go. Last track. We're grooving. This band really pulls off blast beats. The production really showcases how clean them blasts are. They're really tasty, and alongside the tremolo picked guitar riffs, they just work really well. Oh! The band's got a great way of doing a riff and having the backing guitar just riff on them root note, you're buzzing away like a bee, but making it work. It's not like they're contrasting and clashing at all. It always works. Quite jazzy. Ba ba da ba ba da. What I want to know is how we're going to finish with a violin section. Are we going to take it out with a violin? That's what I want to know. Am I the only one who picked up a few jazzy elements there with when them bass lines came in, when it just cut out and the bass sung for just a slight moment. Very jazzy element to it. That was City of Screaming Statues. I love it when he says the title right at the start, screams it. But yeah, I'm going to do another video now as to where I have an overview of this record. We'll give it a rating. That was a good tune. I mean, overall, we've got a great standard on this record. What more can I say? I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.